Hello, hello everybody. How are you? Happy. Okay. I'm running just a little behind here, but I want to share with you guys today how you can get a gorgeous shadow look using multiple eyeshadows. So this is a question that I get very commonly. People ask me all the time how to get multiple shadows without them looking weird or, you know, too blended or that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you guys. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this really pretty pink color right here. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm actually going to use a large shadow brush because I feel like that's not it. I feel like the large shadow brush really helps with these looks. So this is a large shadow brush right here. Okay. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. I know Sundays are such crazy days. I feel like, oh my goodness, I got too much. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get that. Get that taken care of here. So people really struggle with multiple colors, I find, and it's a common issue. It's a very common issue. It's not anything that I think a lot of women struggle with it. Not even women who have been doing makeup for years struggle with it, especially when they're using new colors. So I'm picking my transition color right now, which is the main color. I don't really put a lot of color at the top there. That's just concealer. I put concealer on because it helps me to, with my wrinkles. This is like a 10 years and younger spray that I spray on top of my concealer. So it helps it kind of loosen and not drag on my wrinkles, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Okay, I'm looking for my next color here, and I'm having trouble seeing the light, to see the light. Okay, here we go. That's the color I wanted. Sorry. So you pick out that first color, which is your transition color. And like I said, it's easier to add, so I always apply in layers, okay? This is a very soft pinkish color, but you can add it to make it more bolder and brighter. Okay, so I'm gonna take this right here. Okay, this color, I absolutely love this color. It's a raspberry color. Okay, and so I'm gonna just start to layer it on there. I'm not taking a lot at first, because I don't want it to be overly colored. Okay. And I'm just gonna softly add it. I know it looks crazy right now, but just trust the process. Trust the process. And to be honest with you guys, when it comes to eyeshadows, to be honest, brushes really make a huge difference. I know that's a lot of people think I'm crazy when I say that, but honestly, brushes make a huge difference. Let me find my other brush that I like to use for shadow. There's another brush that I absolutely love. Okay, I love this brush for shadow right here. Okay. So I'm just gonna, and I like it. I like it a lot because it helps to pack the color. And I know this looks, hi Bianca. I know this looks a little crazy, but once I get it blended in, it won't be so crazy. I feel like I look like I'm going to Mardi Gras or something like that. Bianca, I saw your food. It looks amazing. I'm like, man, I need to get back into food prepping because Especially now that the baby's here, I really need to get back into it. So I just take this fluffy brush right in here, and I'm just gonna kind of spin it around. That's why I like to leave no shadow up in here at first, because then I can just take it and see how it just kind of just blends in. Right now this looks really choppy, but if I take it, yes, I do too. I'm horrible with salads. Like, I'll go to the store and I'm like, so like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna eat all these salads and whatever, and then it comes time to eat them, and then I'm like, I can't do it. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. I need to get back into eating healthier. I mean, I ate pretty healthy when I was pregnant because I had gestational, but since I've had the baby, I've been like super cookies and all that stuff. So I need to get back into it. Shame on me. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit more smokier. So I'm going to take more of a brown color or blackish color, not a lot, just a little, just to kind of smoke it out. You could do brown. We could do brown as well if we wanted to. I may just do brown. I may just do some brown. Let me see here. I may change that. You know, I think I'm just gonna do black. I'm gonna just do a light black. Right in here. Okay, we're just smoking it out just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. Once we get that third color in there, it's gonna be a lot easier to kind of see what we're doing here. I'm going to take, this is a really great trick. I'm going to take some setting spray, and I just dropped my brush, but that's okay. We'll use this brush. I'm going to use this large shadow brush right in here, and I'm going to really get that pink in there. Really get that pink in. This is a great Valentine's Day shadow for you. I know it's weird to talk about Valentine's Day, but it's coming, guys. I cannot believe how fast time goes. It's ridiculous. I feel like it was just Christmas. Crazy. And now I'm just going to go in, you know, because we're going to have to blend. So I'm just taking this lighter pink color right here, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to just kind of make it a little bit more. Let me see here. I can't see very well. I messed up right here. Give me a second. Oh boy. Okay, sorry, I had a little hiccup there. We need to fix it. I need to fix it. Here we go. We're just gonna start from a clean canvas because I put an orange on there, guys, and I did not mean to put orange on there. And the only way it's gonna get fixed is if I do a clean canvas. And that's why I love this concealer, because I can just go right over the top of my eyeshadow, and I don't have to worry about like new stuff, if that makes sense. If that makes sense to anybody. So, okay. Now I'm going to go back in with that pinkish color again. Sorry, guys. I totally dropped the ball on that. Okay, so we're just putting on that pink again. Then we're going to fix it, I promise. I don't know how I managed to pick up orange, but that was a complete no-no. complete no-no. Okay, and then we're gonna add some browns to this, okay, because I think brown is gonna be really, it's gonna really pop the color. So I'm gonna take one of these fluffier brushes, okay, and I'm just gonna take this color and I'm just gonna add that in there. This is like a clayish color, okay? So whenever you're doing these types of looks, you want to layer color, right? And that's what's great is you saw that I messed up, and so I was able to just kind of restart by applying that concealer to the shadow area. So do you see how it kind of just gives that dimension? It goes in there. You're going to always notice that I'm going to apply shadow a little bit above that line right there. And the reason I do that is because I have hooded eyes. If you ever have hooded eyes, you always want to bust the color up in here so it gives you the illusion that you have an eyelid, because I don't have an eyelid. I mean, I have an eyelid, but it just doesn't look right because it's hooded. And so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just blend that in a little bit. Okay. Just kind of windshield wiper motions. I'm just going to look at it, kind of see where I'm at with it. And just do some touching up here. Okay, I think this clay color on top of this pink is really pretty. I'm trying to get my water more. I haven't been doing a very good job of drinking water. I have not. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this really pretty, this color right in here. I'll show you guys on the back of my hand. Hold on a second. This brush needs cleaned really bad. This is why you get your brushes cleaned regularly. Okay, this is the color I want. Okay, so now we're gonna go in for the kill here. Some days I can get a gallon in. Yeah, water, I'm horrible at water right now. I need to be better about it, but I'm not. I need to, oh, when I was pregnant, I was running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. So that's why I was like, After I was done, I was like slowing down on the water. But now I don't go to the bathroom as much because I'm not drinking as much. And I need to. I'm so rusty on my shadow right now because I haven't been doing shadow very often. So I feel like I'm super rusty. Super rusty. See how it's like off? Super rusty. Super, super rusty. There we go. That's more even Steven. More even Steven. Okay. So I'm going to take a brush similar to this little flat brush here. I'm going to spray the back of my hand again. You'll notice I'll always spray the back of my hand because I don't like my shadow going all over the place. That's just how I am. And so I'm going to take this. It's like a whitish color. It's not really that. And I'm just going to pat that into my lids here. Okay, I don't like to do tons of shimmery because shimmer is just not that great for mature skin. So I'll do shimmery like when I'm doing these great looks, right? But I like to put this, I like to put like a white on top of it first. And the reason I like to do that is because it helps give something for it to grab onto. Just for it to grab onto. Let's see here. And so I really love this highlighter, and I've been using it for shadow a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it's super pretty. Super pretty color. There we go. I need to like, that's why it's not going on there, because it wants me to drag it. Oh, I just got some of it in my eye. Ooh, Lord. Got on my contact. Ooh. If you have contacts and you've never gotten something in your eye before, like, it's like nails underneath your eye. It's so painful. If you've never... Ooh. Look how bloodshot my eye is now. Lovely. Here we go. Now we're getting some headway here. I'm just lightly applying it. I'm not putting too much on because I don't want it to be super shimmery. But I want it to be shimmery enough that I get some color from it, right? So I'm going to take that fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to just go in and just blend it in. Now, you'll notice if you're with me quite a bit, I don't use a lot of liner. I actually use eyeshadow as liner. And the reason I use eyeshadow as liner, because I have hooded eyes. So I use a black eyeshadow and I use a setting spray. Okay. And that turns it into a liner. And the reason why, it's not that because I don't like liner, it's because people with hooded eyes tend to take up too much space on their lid, right? So if you use an eyeshadow, you're less tempted to use, I got some black right there, I'll have to get off with some concealer. You're less tempted to take up that whole eye space. Okay, it's a really great trick. You can also tight line underneath your eyes too. That helps as well. Don't pull on your eyes like I do. I know that's easier said than done. I'm horrible at pulling my eyes. It's a horrible habit. So as you can see, it doesn't give you like a bold look, but it does give you some dimension in your eye. I'm just gonna tighten that up just a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, you can get really down and dirty into that line right in there, that's what you want, especially if you have hooded eyes. You don't want your eye to be completely taken over with liner, because then nobody's going to be able to see it. And we don't want that, right? We don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do some shadow underneath here. And I'm just going to take the colors that I was using originally, and I'm just going to start to kind of layer them on here. And I'm just doing kind of a smokier underneath. So all I did was I took a little bit of brown and some of that light pink color and some brown, and I just created a little bit of a smokier look underneath here. Okay, nothing too crazy, nothing crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the shadow there just for a second, and then I'm gonna finish it off in just a minute. But I'm gonna apply some foundation to my face, and you guys are gonna get to see how I touch up and how I give myself a natural eye lift here. Okay. I can hear the kiddos outside. Oh, I need to warm this up so it can work with me here. It's not working with me. So this is a process that I do with my concealer, my foundation, and it works out really, really good. I've always done this type of application. It's called underlayering is a good word to say. Is that a good word to say? So, and then I take a dark one and I just, sometimes I'll dot it, sometimes I'll just apply it in there like that. And then I like to take it and swoop it. I never like to, there we go. So we're swooping it. And then I'll just take some on my nose. There. And then what I'll do next is I'll take my foundation brush, and then that's when I get into my foundation, okay? But I like to do a dewier look with it, okay? So I have my war paint on. So I just take this foundation brush right here, and this is when you go into your foundation, okay? And then this is when you're going to start to blend, okay? Like all you're doing is you're taking your foundation and you're literally blending in all that contour, all that highlight. Now you can do it with a blending bud if you want to. I just prefer this brush because it's faster, it's easier. I can control the amount of pressure that I apply to my face, okay? Which is important because I don't want tons of pressure on my face. And so all I'm doing is basically just tickling my skin. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go into the lighter concealer. Okay. See if I missed it. See, you guys didn't tell me this, but I missed a spot. There we go. Now, the reason I love this foundation is because I have mature skin. So mature skin, you need a foundation where it's not going to get into those crinkles and those wrinkles, right? So not only do I find that shadow is hard for women, but also I find that women struggle with foundation application too. That is huge, foundation application. Okay, so we put on a creamy concealer. That's our contour. There's a difference between a contour and there's a difference between a bronzer. Okay, so I always like to make sure that we understand that, because a contour is an actual like creamy concealer that you put on, that you put in the areas that you want to have less attention. or you want to chisel out, right? So that's what a contour is. Now, what's a bronzer? A bronzer is what you layer on top to accentuate it more, right? So I'm gonna get a brush right now so I can show you. So I'm gonna take this angled brush and I'm gonna take a bronzer and I'm just gonna go on top of that. Okay? So you're accentuating it more, per se. Okay? And so I love to contour, plus I love to add, my hair is all crazy today. Plus I love to add bronzer to it just because I feel like I look pasty. Okay. So highlighting, it brings it forward. So you saw I put a highlight right in here. So that's what's going to bring it forward. That's why I stick with right here, right? Because I want the attention right in here where my eyes are. Like contour pulls it back. That means so people can't see it. They're not noticing it. So that's a really big, it's really big, especially if you're just starting out, you're just starting to apply makeup. That's the difference between contour and highlight, is making sure that you're bringing things back and bringing things forward. And what do you want to? Hi, Melissa. I didn't see you pop on. So all I'm doing now is I'm setting my foundation with some translucent powder. You'll notice that I don't go over the areas that I just contoured and highlighted. Just the highlighting area, excuse me. Just those areas. Okay. Now, another great tip is don't highlight all underneath your eyes. You only want to hit, this spot and this spot right in here to highlight underneath your eyes. And then that's when you can go in, and then that's when you can blend it out. That's what's going to give you a facelift. We don't want to use that angled YouTuber baloney that they've been trying to get people to do for how many years. And honestly, guys, I've not been doing anything to my brows other than just this clear brow gel. That's all I've been doing. I finally got this patch to grow out right in here. So I've just been leaving my brows this way, and I absolutely love how they look right now. They're one of my faves. So I love that brow gel. I love this cheek color right here, but I'm going to put on a lighter one first, and I'm going to put on that that pinkish one, the reddish one, I guess. Is that a good word to say? Okay, now I'm going to take that red one. Now, I promise you, this is not that scary. People are so scared by this color, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to take, I told you I wasn't done with my eyes yet. So I'm going to take this lighter pink blush, and I'm putting it on my lid, okay, to give it that pinkish effect. So I'm actually taking a blush right now, and I'm applying it to that inner corner, okay, just a pink. And then I'm going to take this angled brush right here, and I'm taking that reddish blush, and I'm adding some dimension to that lid. Okay, do you see how it just, look at that color. Ooh, that is pretty. Ooh, that's really pretty. Gosh, Crystal, you amaze me every day. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that out. Okay. I'm just blending that out. So we just use blushes, 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 blushes for the eyes, okay? Super, super, super pretty. Super pretty. Oh gosh. So I'm just taking some of that same blush, okay? And I'm just gonna apply it to the cheekbones. If you feel like you get too much blush on your face, all you have to do is just go in with a brush. And there you go. Like you got it all fixed. I'm gonna take some of that pink. I'm just gonna put it on the inside here. Okay. I should have just used the large shadow brush for that. See guys, I myself change things halfway through a look. Like, that's just how I am. Okay, I'm gonna put on some mascara. I'm gonna torture my eyes here a little bit. How many of you curl your lashes? I love curling them, but it's like torture. It's like a torture. This is your PSA here. Make sure if you have not changed your mascara in the last 3 months, or if you don't even remember, get a new mascara. It's your PSA for the day. Because if you're anything like me, I even forget to, oh gosh, like I shocked myself. I was like, oh gosh, hey Jordan, I didn't know if you were still alive. PSA, if you've not changed your mascara in a while, and make sure you change that mascara. This is a new trick I've been doing with my mascara. I've just been doing the tips first, and then I go in, and then that's when I got like a lash in my eye or something. And then I just roll it. That seems to be what helps me with my lashes. Seems to help me. And I always have to go in and do like a third coat on this side over here, because these lashes on this side are so sorry, I was looking at how bloodshot my lid was from the getting that eyeshadow in my lid. Okay, we got our mascara on. We're good to go with that. Okay, so what I like to do is sometimes I feel a little too dewy, so I like to go in, and I don't know if you guys have ever used a powder before, but I love using a powder on my wrinkled areas. And the reason I like to do that is because it pretty much blurs everything out. Okay, I use it underneath my eyes. Now, do I do this every single day? Absolutely not. You'll be out of your mind if you think I do this every single day. I wish I did this every single day, but I don't. I do not. And these powders are really great for bronzer too. I love these powders for bronzer. They're really great for detailing and that kind of thing. Super, super pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do this crazy lip. I'm so scared to do it, but I'm going to do it. I did a poll in my VIP group on this look, and there was a whole bunch of people who wanted it. So I'm going to do it. So I'm going to reenact this lip. I did the eyeshadow, so I'm going to do the lip now. I just got to find the lip that I want. And I'm thinking of doing Angel Food, which just came out. So we're going to do Angel Food, and we're going to do some highlighting. It's basically what it is. So this is a great look for, I don't know, but this is not very filled. Okay. So we've got that on. Hi, Gail. I know I'm going on at a weird hour. So a lot of you guys are doing family stuff right now, which is muy bueno. Muy bueno. Okay, and I'm gonna line it with a dark nude. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my highlighter again that I had out. I need to get it back out. And this is kind of what they did. They just basically put like a nudish color on there, and they take the highlighter and then they let me do some more here. I want it to be pinker, so I think I'm gonna use a different lip. I want it to look pinker because they used like a pinkish color. So maybe I'll do Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee. If you guys have not seen in my VIP group, you can actually try these new lips on before you get them. And it's a special feature that we just got. So if you want that feature, make sure you comment below, because we have a special on our lips right now. So then you can try these on and you can see them, you just flip through them, which is awesome, because there's some that I haven't tried because I'm so scared to try them. Like, yeah, guys, I'm scared to try stuff. I think anybody is. So this is what they did for the lip. Now you could also take a glow drop, which would be really pretty, and take a lip gloss on top of it, which that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I'm going to take this brush this looks a little bit more like it. I blended a rose gold with a pinkish lip gloss. And this is what the lip was on that particular model. My lip over here seems to always be really dry. Always dry. And then this is the part where I'll go in, because I've got it as shimmery as I want it. I'll just take it in lightly, apply this highlighter. So that's what the model had on. Like, duplication, super easy. We used mostly these brand new blushes that I have. It's a 3-well. These are gorgeous for Valentine's Day. I love this 3-well because you can use them as shadow, you can use them as blush, you can use them as lip color too. So you could take this pink color and put it on top. Look how pretty that is. Super pretty. So if you guys struggle with multiple eyeshadows, totally understand. Send me a message and I can give you a step-by-step guide that I personally use that has helped me and numerous of my clients get through that. And that's totally free. So it's a step-by-step guide on how to apply 4 eyeshadows without feeling like you look like you have raccoon eyes. So if you want that, shoot me a message and I'll get you that information for free. So also comment down below if you want that feature where you can see the shadows or the lipsticks on your lips to see which one best works for you. So I hope you guys have a great day.